Hi, and welcome back to Dirtbike Magazine's video series, The 20s, where we take you up close and personal with all the 2020 MX models. Today, we get our first chance to ride the brand new 2020 Kawasaki KX250. Now, you might be looking at this bike saying it looks exactly like last year, except for it has green side panels. Yes, they did change the side panels. They didn't really change the look of the bike too drastically, but underneath, there's a lot of changes. It's got a new, more powerful motor, new KYB suspension components, a revised chassis design, stronger brakes both front and rear, and yes, the factory-inspired bodywork, which just means they made the side panels and the front number plate green. They did a lot of stuff on the engine. There's finger followers now, just like on the 450. You will go through this bike and see a lot of stuff that is done to the 450 will carry over to the 250. It didn't get the new styling and the new airbox configuration and everything like that, but it did get the green airbox and the green mud flap, the braking system it got. It did go back to a full coil spring fork. They are KYB components front and rear. The exhaust is changed up this year to match what they did to the motor, trying to get a little bit more peak horsepower out of the bike. If you want all the in-depth specs on the 2020 KX250, head over to dirtbikemagazine.com. That's enough talking out of us. Let's go ride this thing. So we just finished our first day of testing on the 2020 KX250 here at Castillo Ranch. It's a great track to ride, great place to be able to come in and have fun. A couple things that stood out at us right away. We're kind of bummed that it's got small bars on it still, and we were looking for maybe a hydraulic clutch or something like that, maybe some cosmetic changes. As you can see, it didn't get any of that stuff, but the bike definitely does perform better than the 2019 model. Got a lot more mid-range pull and top-end over rev, which it seems like that's the way that the 250 class is going, so those guys are going to be happy. The fork up front is definitely plusher than last year. It soaks up the small bumps a lot better, very noticeable. It's plush on big hits as well. We did mess with some chassis stuff with running a little bit less sag, and we start off with 105 millimeter. Went to 102. That actually made the bike a little bit more balanced for me. I'm a little bit bigger than what a normal 250F rider is, but it made it a little bit more balanced for me. The bike here, we were in a canyon here at Castillo, so we can't tell if the bike was louder or the same as last year, but that's something we can figure out a little bit later on. We like the fact that Kawasaki still has the couplers that you can go in and out on, and then if you did want to do a little bit more mapping, you can. But we didn't get to do that today. We got to mess around with some coupler stuff, and you can definitely tell the difference between those. Again, this is the first day of testing on this motorcycle. We're gonna do a lot more testing with this bike, and then once we have all the 2020 250Fs, we're gonna throw it into the ring for a shootout. So stay tuned for more on dirtbikemagazine.com, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.